Vendors at Mall Road Treasures say a pair of men have been caught stealing over $1,000 worth of Pokemon cards.
Brady Williams spoke with the man who was able to catch them in the middle of a second robbery.
So the initial theft was May 9th, just a half mile up the road at Mall Road Treasures. It was the very next day that one of their vendors was at GameStop, and he says he recognized them. They were already in the middle of stealing again.
And as I looked up, they had stolen the whole rack of Pokemon cards and jumped into their car.
On Saturday, Jeremy Carpenter was at GameStop when he spotted the men in this surveillance footage from the day before. They allegedly stole over $1,000 worth of merchandise from Mall Road Treasures, where Jeremy sells comic books and action figures.
They took off, and I told my kid, I said, buckle up, and we took off after them.
He says he called police while his son took this picture of their car.
When they took off, I was just like, I know it's them now. I can't let them get away, so we ran off.
Carpenter says they had taken off with a whole rack of Pokemon cards.
Pokemon right now are really valuable. They're sold out everywhere.
The owner of Mall Road Treasures says the thousands of dollars worth of merchandise that was stolen was actually just 3 rare cards, very valuable for a rising market of collectors.
People my age didn't have the money to buy the stuff when they were kids. So now that we have money, we buy stuff that we had when we were kids, and everybody wants it, so it gets expensive.
The manager of GameStop tells us one of the men posed as a customer and distracted him while the other one made off with the cards. He says by the time he called police, they had already been caught, thanks to Jeremy's description.
Because no one really likes a thief. And, when people are out here, a lot of the guy that I talked to that owned the Pokemon cards, it's a small business. So he relies on it for his income. So, when people have small businesses that they rely on, that stuff for their income, when somebody steals from them, it devastates them.
The GameStop manager actually says he was able to get the merchandise back that same exact day. Florence police returned it to him. We've reached out to them to try to confirm the arrest as well as identify the people involved. As for Jeremy, he says he tried to follow them as safely as he could. He says he'd do it again because, of course, when it comes to thieves, you got to catch them all. In Florence, with photojournalist Jared Darwish, Brady Williams, Fox 19 Now.